Hello, everybody, and welcome to TRX Arms and Abs. It's been a hot second since I have seen you with these workouts. I had a major hip reconstruction about 5 months ago, thus doing an arms and abs workout because my squats still aren't amazing. Anyway, we've got 4 different rounds of work. We're cycling through 3 different exercises, 2 times through with each round, alternating between pushing, pulling, and core exercises. We've got a lot to pack in 30 seconds, so let's get started with our regular TRX warm-up. Straps are going to be at mid-length for the entire warm-up, and we're going to begin with our TRX standing rollout. Go ahead and stand facing away from the anchor point, super strong active plank on the balls of your feet, shoulders down and back, squeeze those buns, let's roll out just a bit, and bring it right back in. We've got 30 seconds here. We're getting that core engaged, we're lighting it up for our, so many core exercises today, and I've given you some of my favorites. Some aren't so bad, some are pretty awful. Are you keeping those shoulders down and back away from your ears? Do you have that straight line between your ears, shoulders, hips, and ankles? Are you squeezing your bum? We've got 3, 2, and 1. Next up, squat row combo. No, we're not doing a ton of lower body today, but the row in the squat row combo is so beneficial for teaching you how to engage behind those shoulder blades. Practice keeping your shoulders down and back away from your ears. We're still setting that active plank. Plus, moving your legs helps get your heart rate up, your body warm, ready for action. I'm so excited you're here. Thank you for joining me today. Like I said, this is a really fun workout. It's going to go really quickly. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward lunge with Y-fly. Stand facing away. Arms straight out in front of you. We're going to open up that chest. Big step forward with your right leg. Lower the left knee down. Press into the handles. Feel the core engage. Stand up. Other side. Step forward. Drop the back knee. Are you keeping that front heel down and planted on the ground? Now this workout will be a little bit cardiorespiratory, but more strength focused. We do flow through everything pretty quickly today. However, you get to see almost everything twice. So that'll give you a chance to have one set to kind of focus and learn what you're doing, and then that second set to start to challenge what that movement is. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do a few single leg hip hinges for balance. Stand facing that anchor, arms straight out in front of you, press down on the handles, center your right foot, square your hips to the floor, hinge, and return. Try not to set that left foot down. Hips are square to the floor. And once again, maximum core engagement. I'm pressing down into these handles to help light up my middle. I'm practicing that distance between my ears and my shoulders, which is going to be really, really important for today's workout. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch feet, keep playing. Here we go, no change. The pinky toe of your opposite foot is pointed straight down toward the floor. Your working leg, that knee is bent. I'm still actively pressing down. And notice how as my chest drops, my back heel lifts up, so my body stays in that entire straight line throughout the entire 30 seconds. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lateral lunges, feet wide, toes pointed forward, bend one knee. Woo! Bring it up, bend the other. Are those toes pointed directly forward? Are your shoulders down and back out of your ears? This is for the stretch, not necessarily the strength. Working on your movement mechanics. And yes, I know, it is upper body and core workout, but these lower body warm-up movements are always beneficial. 3, 2, and 1. Finally, some shoulder sweeps. Grabbing onto those foot cradles, stand facing away from the anchor, one foot in front of the other, and just make some snow angels with gentle pressure, gentle to moderate pressure on those foot cradles. If you want to challenge yourself, you can come forward a bit, but you shouldn't feel any pinching. Just opening up that chest, feeling those arms move up and down. We have 10 seconds here, and we're gonna dive right into our first round of work. Oh boy, are you ready for this? 3, 2, and 1. Our first round of work going to begin with a TRX chest press. Your straps will be fully lengthened. For every exercise, we're doing 40 seconds of work, followed by 20 seconds of rest and getting ready for that next exercise. After the full round of work, after the full 2 rounds of work, we take a 1-minute rest, then we'll move on to the next. So in 10 seconds, we're going to be in your TRX chest press. Straps are fully lengthened. Stand facing away. Find that super strong active plank. Balls of your feet. Squeeze your buns. Here we go. Remember, we'll see this exercise again, so you don't have to kill yourself. I do want you to challenge yourself. I want you to feel that perfect plank. I want you to feel that engagement through the shoulders, through the chest. I want you thinking about squeezing those buns, keeping your quads tight. Remember, you have complete control of the intensity. If you walk forward, it'll feel a little easier. The further back you are, the harder it is. But if you're not able to maintain that super straight plank, keeping your shoulders away from your ears, then you might want to walk forward a little bit. We have this saying at TRX, it's check your ego at the door and just move your feet. 2 and 1. TRX low row. Fully shorten your straps, please, all the way to the top. I'm going to have you stand facing the anchor point. Hands are at your rib cage, chest is tall and proud. Lift your toes up towards your shins. Pick that perfect angle. Engage behind the shoulder blades. 2 and 1. Here we go. Slowly lower down. Anchor behind those shoulder blades. Bring your chest right back to your hands. Notice how my toes are up off the floor. That helps me keep a super straight, perfect plank. When you lower your toes down to the floor, people tend to arch and sag. I want you to actively drive your heels down. Trying to keep your neck relaxed, engaging behind your shoulder blades. Those traps, those upper neck muscles, like to kind of take over when you get fatigued. I want you to keep this behind your shoulder blades. We have 5, 4, super straight, strong body. 3, 2, and 1. Rotational ward. Go ahead and fully lengthen your straps, and we'll keep them that way afterwards for your chest press. Both hands inside each foot cradle, so my palms are touching. Standing sideways to your anchor. Shoulder is lined up to the anchor. Don't worry, we'll do the other side on the second set. Hands at your sternum, press it out, and pull. Now when you pull, nothing changes in your body. I'm not leaning, I'm not shifting, I'm not bending, I'm not arching. I just have this constant tension with my ears, shoulders, hips, and ankles still in perfect alignment. You decide how hard this exercise is based on how hard you pull. You should have lots of tension on those straps. Now, I know we're kind of working out together, but I can't actually see what you're doing. Show me right now how hard you can pull on those straps. We have our final little harder. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reset. We're doing this round again. You've seen these exercises once. Let's try to make them just a little bit harder every time we go through again. We're going back to that chest press. Stand facing away. How do we make this harder? Walk it back a little bit. All right, find that super strong active plank. Slightly steeper angle if you can. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lower down. Really actively press into those handles as you come up. Quick body check. Are those straps off of your arms? If you notice the straps are rubbing on your arms, that means you're cheating. Don't cheat. Tummy tight, drive it up. It's really hard when the instability is from the top down, like what we have here with our chest presses. That's why our body's trying to find lots of ways to make it more stable, make the move a little bit easier. Are you still squeezing those buns? Are your eyes out ahead of your hands? 10 seconds remaining here, and then we'll get you set up for those low rows once again. 5, 4, 3, 2, last press, low rows. Let's fully shorten your straps all the way up. Now we call this arms and abs, but really, as you're feeling right now with TRX training, every single exercise is core. But yes, some of them are a little more core focused than others. All right, hands at your rib cage, eyes are up, little steeper angle. Here we go, let's row. 40 seconds. And remember, if you maybe started at too steep of an angle, that's okay. You can always walk it back. Or maybe you're not sure. Maybe you want to try challenging yourself a little more, knowing this is the last time we see the low rows today. I'm going to move back a touch. Are you keeping your ribs zipped in? Those buns tight? That engagement behind your shoulder blades? I'm starting to feel breathy now. How about you? 10 seconds remaining. Body is straight and strong. 5, 4, you're doing great. 3, 2, and 1. Rotational ward, other side. I'm gonna come at you from a different angle. Don't let that confuse you. Straps are fully lengthened, standing sideways to the anchor. Again, my hands are inside the foot cradle. Okay, both palms touching. Find that tension on your strap. Lining up sideways, press those hands out in front, and let's pull. Tight, tight, tight. Remember, the harder you pull, the more you get out of this. Pull, pull, pull. Squeeze and brace. Shoulders are checked down and back. Drive it, brace it, squeeze it, press it. Super, super tight. Final 20 seconds. A little bit harder. Pull out, drive it in. You've got it. Shoulders checked down and back. Squeeze, brace, and drive. We got our final 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. That was the end of round 1. Let's get ready for round 2. Now you know how the flow is. Our next 3 exercises, we're going to focus on our triceps, our biceps, and we're going to take that rotational ward to the next step where we actually move it. For those TRX triceps and biceps, I want you to try something before we get in the straps. This is also your recovery time. Arms straight out in front of you, elbows are up high. Bring your pinkies to your temples, and then all the way straight. Notice how my elbows didn't drop. Flip your hands over. Bring your thumbs to your temples, arms all the way straight. Notice how my elbows stayed high. That's your secret for these next 2 exercises. We're gonna begin with our TRX triceps presses. Your straps will be at mid-length, and I'll have you standing facing away from the anchor point. Just like we did for the chest press, but an easier angle. We're going in 5, super strong plank. 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze your buns, lower your forehead to your thumbs, but my elbows are in, like they're squeezing a basketball. My shoulders are still checked back away from my ears. I want to see your long dangly earrings. And notice how my elbows are stationary in space. My shoulders aren't moving up and down. I'm simply pressing into the handles, keeping everything straight and strong. We have 15 seconds remaining. Super strong, active plank. Tight, 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 tight. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. TRX high biceps curl, exact same movement, but now we're gonna fling those palms over. So my straps are at mid-length, standing facing the anchor point. Pinkies are up, shoulders checked down and back. I'm digging my heels into the floor, squeezing everything. We're gonna go all the way straight. Keep those elbows up. Are you ready? 40 seconds, shoulders checked down and back. Bring those pinkies to your temples, and then all the way back down. Drive it up, 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 up. Squeeze, brace, lower it back down. We have 30 seconds here. Notice how my elbows are staying high, but my shoulders are staying low. These biceps curls are tricky. People tend to take a really steep angle, but then unfortunately they turn it into a row. So I want you to focus on keeping those elbows up. Again, I'm digging my heels into the floor. Very similar feeling to those low rows we just did, but an easier angle. And now I'm only really focusing on this one joint. We have 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Rotational ward. I'm sorry, resisted rotation. My straps stay at mid-length. I'm gonna stand sideways to the anchor point. Same starting position, except for now my inside foot is in front, outside foot behind, arms extended. And then move a little further away, slowly lower away. This is a tricky one. Arms stay straight, pull yourself right back up. If it was too hard to pull yourself up, move away a little further, making sure you can keep your body in that nice straight plank as you move through this rotation. I think about this exercise kind of like a cable rotation. If you're on a cable machine and pulling that cable across your body. But now, instead of pulling a weight and a stack of weights, I'm pulling my body weight, but maintaining that same straight, strong cylinder. Don't be afraid to step away from the anchor, keeping your body straight and strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're back to your TRX biceps curls again. I'm sorry, your triceps press again. I swear I know what I'm talking about. Straps stay at mid-length, stand facing away. How do we make this harder? Oh, we could walk under a little bit, can't we? Just like we did with those chest presses, but not too far because I want your body to stay planked. Anchor the shoulders, squeeze your buns. Here we go. Bend from the elbows, thumbs to your temples. Come all the way back up. Tight, tight, tight. Shoulders check down and back. Eyes are out ahead of you slightly. Your bum is squeezing. Excellent job. Again, shoulders are checked down and back. I'm bending from those elbows. Do you feel that core engagement? This triceps press is one of my favorite sneaky core exercises because you're planking the entire time. We have 10 seconds remaining, pushing equally with both hands. Eyes stay out ahead of you. You're rocking it. 3, 2, 1 more. Good one. Ha! TRX high biceps. You'll feel that one tomorrow. Standing, facing the anchor. My pinkies are up to my temples. Get those elbows on that high countertop. Shoulders away from your ears. Think of squeezing a basketball between the elbows. We're going in 5, 4, 3. Squeeze your buns, toes up. Here we go. 40 seconds. Straighten. Pinkies to your temples. Shoulders are checked down and back. Ribs are zipped. Eyes remain high. Straighten, engage, and squeeze. Are you keeping those elbows in, hugging the basketball? Are you keeping that neck relaxed? We call that Stevie Wonder in your neck. Actively pressing down into the floor with your heels. My quads are tight, my middle is tight. I'm still squeezing my buns. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time with that resisted rotation. Again, I'm going to come to a different strap, but my other shoulder is facing sideways to the anchor. Inside foot is in front, outside foot behind. My arms are extended out in front of me. I'm going to slowly lower down to check my distance. 2, 1, let's go. Pull it back up to that one straight line. And then you can make those finite adjustments to make this exercise easier or harder. Also, double checking, ensuring your shoulder is lined up directly with that anchor and you're not too far in front or behind it. You can also experiment with which hand is on the bottom holding the handle, which hand is on top. You'll notice a slight difference in your rotators by which ones are pushing and which ones are pulling. 10 seconds remaining. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We've got our 1-minute rest between sets. You've earned a little bit of a water break. Oh, nice job. So we have one more set where we go 2 times through, and then one finishing set full of really hard exercises where we just do 1 set of each exercise, a couple of stretches, and then we're done. All right, so we're going to begin with our TRX Chest Fly in this next set. So go ahead and fully lengthen those straps all the way long, and we're going to stand facing away from the anchor point. Oh, you know what you need? We're going in 30 seconds. You're going to need a mat for this round. Unless you're already on a fairly soft floor. We're going to be doing some kneeling core strength very shortly. Chest fly, straps fully lengthened, stand facing away. Give me a nice big split stance, 1 foot directly in front of the other. Now pick up that front heel so you're barely putting weight on that front leg. My hands are stacked, my elbows are soft. We're going to open those arms in 3, 2, and 1. Collapse your front knee open, and then big press into those handles. Core stays engaged. Straps are still off of my arms, just like in the TRX chest press. And my shoulders are still staying away from my ears, just like in, well, everything. I am very minimally using this front leg. It's just helping me keep constant tension on the straps throughout this entire fly. I much prefer this offset stance so it doesn't feel easy, 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 hard, easy, easy again, but keeps a constant load through that front side of your body and through your arms and shoulders the entire time. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up next is our supine chest raise. That's a lot, but basically what it means is you're going to lay on your back and engage behind your shoulder blades. Straps stay fully lengthened. I'm going to lay on my back, arms wide. This is not a very big movement. My heels and bum stay down, and I'm just going to pull my chest off the ground, squeeze behind the shoulder blades, and lower. Very small movement, focusing on that engagement behind the shoulder blades. hiding the ribs, trying to keep the tension out of your neck. If this feels too hard for you, you can simply just pull and release without actually lifting your chest off the ground. This is a weird one, right? It might be taking you a second to feel it. Don't worry, we get another chance with this one. And again, if you're on a door anchor, no problem just scooting forward in front of the door just a little bit. Obviously, you can't be directly beneath the anchor. 2 and 1. Finally, our kneeling rollouts. You can keep your straps fully lengthened. Let's set your mat out so you can put your knees on it. The further in front of the anchor, the easier this exercise is. I'm gonna find my super strong active plank, and we're gonna do those rollouts just like we did in warm-ups, but a little further out. 40 seconds, out, 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 and drive. And here's what I'm gonna have you do. Take both feet, turn them to one side, hold them there. Out, 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 and drive. Now you feel it? You're gonna notice this a little more on just this one side. And then of course, the next time through, we'll do it on the other side. Ribs are zipped, tummy is tight, bum is tight. My hips stay square. Notice how my bum isn't pressing out behind, but I'm pushing my hips forward as my eyes look out ahead of my hands. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your chest flies. Let's move that mat out of the way. Go ahead and stand up. My straps are still fully lengthened. Stand facing away from the anchor point. To make this harder, we're gonna walk under the anchor a little bit more. I'm still gonna maintain that offset foot stance. Feel free to switch feet if you'd like. Pick up the front heel. Here we go. Open, brace, and close. Open, brace, and close. Active pressure into those handles. Shoulders stay checked down and back. Changing that angle if you think you can. But the work stays in that upper body. I'm not doing much with my front leg. In fact, I barely have that big toe touching. My back leg is long and strong. My ears, shoulders, and that back heel maintain that straight line. Are those shoulders away from your ears? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, let's do that supine chest raise again. Go ahead and lay on the floor, ground directly beneath the anchor. Again, if you have an overhead anchor, scooch back so your head is right beneath it. If you have a door anchor, get your head right up next to the door. Arms wide, legs straight, hide your ribs, and pull that chest up, engage behind the shoulder blades, and back down. Make sure this engagement is behind your shoulder blades. And you're also doing your best to hide your ribs and not just arching your way up. Do you see the difference? Zip the ribs, pull behind the shoulder blades, and back down. Like I said, this is pretty intense. If you need to, just lay here, pull, feel that engagement, and release. I love this exercise, but there is a learning curve to it for sure. We have 10 seconds left here. Then we'll go back into those kneeling rollouts with your knees flipped in the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to those kneeling rollouts. Let's get our mat back in place if you're using one. And now let's get yourself lined up in the plank, just like we did before. Tucking the tail so I have a straight line from my ears to my shoulders to my hips, but swing my knees to the other direction. Here we go, 40 seconds out, press, and return. Shoulders check down and back, away from the ears. Hiding the ribs. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm shaking. But I'm too stubborn to change my angle. Tight, 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 20 seconds. Are you keeping that tail tucked? Your bum tight, actively pushing into the handles. Final 10 seconds, and then we got a mean round of work here. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, this is our meanest round. If you need to, feel free to revert back to what we did to round 1, where we did a chest press, our low row, and a rotational ward. In this round, we're gonna do a set of TRX pull-ups. So I'm gonna have you over shorten your straps. We go all the way up, then grab the outside of the strap near the bottom, pull that all the way through to create a big bunny ear. Same thing on the other side, all the way up. Grab the outside of the strap, Make a big bunny ear. You're gonna hang directly beneath. Then we're gonna do some ground-based stuff. Then we'll stretch and be done. So our TRX pull-ups, we're gonna hang directly beneath that anchor point. Shoulders are checked down and back, my heels are on the ground. You can use your heels to bring your ears to your hands, or straighten your legs to use them a little bit less. But I want you to feel like you're hanging directly beneath the pull-up bar, pulling your ears to your hands. You ready? Here it is. Pull it up and down, control. Again, shoulders are checked down and back. You've got that space between your ears and your shoulders. And again, you're directly beneath that anchor point. Try to resist the urge to lift your bum up to turn these into low rows. And it's okay to use your legs. That's the point of doing this. 45 seconds of regular pull-ups is nearly impossible for most people. Whew. Engage behind those shoulder blades, but feeling the lats as you're bringing your thumbs to your ears. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very carefully lengthen those straps to mid-calf length for our TRX push-ups. Handles about knee height. We're gonna pop your toes into the foot cradles so that you're ground facing away from the anchor point. This is a mean one. Hands and knees, strong active plank. Push the heels back. Here we go, down and drive. My body is in a straight, strong plank. I'm pulling my toes towards my shins. Oh boy, here's more of that sneaky core stuff. To hold my plank, to do my push-ups, I have to keep everything tight. Gang, please promise me you're not letting your hips sag down. That's our #1 TRX sin, and that is just brutal for your back. Only 15 seconds left. Just a few more push-ups. Super straight, strong legs. Squeeze the buns. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay here. 20 seconds. We're gonna end with our TRX mountain climbers. It's like your TRX crunch, but as one knee comes in, those hips raise up into a little bit of a pike position. This is our grand finale. Then we stretch, and then you're out of here. You ready, team? Going in 3, 2, 1, stick it. Pull one knee in, hips come up, and back down. Pull the other knee in, hips come up. See if you can guess which hip I had surgery on. Still limited in range of motion over there. Oh, are you noticing the core kind of angry after those push-ups we just did? All core all the time, baby. Oh, we have our final 20 seconds here. You can do this. Squeeze, brace, 10, strong plank. All the way to the finish with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, you did it. Double butt kick to get out of there. Let's do a couple of stretches and then call it a day. Amazing, amazing job. Now, if you're feeling a little frustrated, like, oh my gosh, she flowed through those exercises so fast. First of all, this is your video. You can hit pause whenever you want and kind of work through that exercise. Also, you can do this workout again. And the next time you do it, you'll be more comfortable with those exercises. You'll be able to progress them. And if you ever have questions about any of this stuff, just leave something in the comments, flip me an email. I'm really happy to help you. Let's do your TRX lower back stretch. Straps at mid-length. Stand facing the anchor point. Inhale, exhale, press your bum straight back, lifting that tailbone up. Shoulders are checked down and back. Let traction lengthen your spine. Oh, I'm gonna feel some of that tomorrow. Go ahead and bend your right knee. Let your left hip fall back. Look under your left armpit. Go ahead and bend your left knee. Look under your right armpit. And you can kind of play with that a little bit, side to side. Oh, slowly coming up from that. If you want to hold it longer, go ahead. Finally, your TRX chest and torso stretch. Stand facing away from the anchor point. Walk it forward with your thumbs are up, shoulders are down. Pressing your hands apart to open that chest up. Oh my goodness, those push-ups were hard. We definitely want to open up your shoulders after that. Drop your right hand down, left arm over the top. Left arm down, right hand over the top. Couple more shoulder sweeps. Step those feet together, forward fold, take a bow and just hang for a moment. Oh my goodness, you guys, we did it. 30 minutes, arms and abs. My name is Shana, and I am so happy to be back doing these workouts with you. I can't wait to film many, many more. Thank you for doing this workout with me, and I will see you again soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day.